I'm Michael. This is, now even we are confusing ourselves. Welcome to another episode of the NUS Changemakers series. I'm Kit and this is Michael.
Hi, we are the co-founder of Forte Biotech and we are also NUS Alumni graduates. Today at the NUS Agritech Center, we are so excited to talk about all things prawns.
Let's go! What inspired us to start Forte Biotech and how did we begin this journey?
I mean, Kit and I, we went to NUS High School together, and through that we went to many OCIP trips in Vietnam. And we met a lot of farmers' families, get to know them, and we learned that they are very good, very hardworking people, just that they just need a little more help to become financially stable.
I think what we did was to take inspiration from various sources and distill it in a manner that is easy for the farmers to use. And at the same time, we get to make some money while we are doing that.
How did you and your co-founder decide to venture into business together? And what were your initial impressions of each other?
We met when we were 15, so it's hard to remember first impressions, but I know Michael is a well-organized, is a guy I trust in my life, right? So over many lunches during the COVID period, I convinced him to quit his cushy corporate job and join me in a life of risk.
Yeah, but for me, being organized, Kit is a very creative and have a very strong business acumen. And he can find there's a potential in anywhere and be very resourceful with what we have. Can you share the key source of support that play a role in your entrepreneurship journey and a piece of advice for aspiring entrepreneurs in NUS?
Rely on NUS. NUS has so many resources for you. We are lucky enough to go through the NUS GRIP program, and through that we've got our first funding. We've got our magnificent space over here at the NUS Agritech Center, as well as the brand name and recognition. So we go around Southeast Asia, we tell people we're from NUS, there's a bit of credence there.
As for aspiring entrepreneurs, I think my biggest advice to them is try to be resourceful, because with the initial investment, it's not a lot to run a company.
What were the prawn farmers' initial thoughts on our test kit and what were their feedback on it?
So before COVID 2020, we went back to Vietnam for our quick market research, and we learned that all prawn farmers have the same pain point, which is to know whether the prawn has disease, and they want to know it quickly.
And I think early on working with the farmers, we treat them as equal partners in this development of this product. And farmers feel good about that because we know what they want to solve. Some of our farmer partners have already used it for a period of time and reported that it actually helps them increase their yield by nearly 2 times because of reducing the amount of diseases that happen in the farm.
How do you envision Forte Biotech making a positive impact on farmers, the community, and the world?
I think it helps that we help farmers make more money. That's the first way that we help. And aside from that, we also reduce the amount of antibiotics and chemicals that they use, and that helps protect the environment, cutting down things like antibiotic resistance. And also because they are able to harvest the prawns before they die, they can then salvage a lot of their crop that is otherwise lost to diseases and have better cash flow. This helps them build sustainable businesses.
As well for the community, because thanks to our test kit, farmers hopefully will not have to rely so much on antibiotics as well as other medicines, which will ensure that the food that we eat will be more safe for human consumption. Why did you choose prawns over other seafood options like fish, crabs, or mussels?
Prawns grow the fastest among all the different aquatic produce, and not only that, they often give farmers the best returns. So in that sense, we wanted farmers with a certain amount of disposable income to use our products.
But our product is technically a DNA testing platform. So right now we are also looking into some fish disease that hopefully in the future we can serve other farmers as well.
Some of the farms are as far afield as Hawaii, so I'm most definitely looking forward to that trip. In what ways do you find your work at Forte Biotech meaningful?
So for me, I feel the most impact whenever I come down the farm to see the farmers and letting them know whether the prawns have disease or not. Of course, they'll feel down when the answer is yes, but they know what to do next, and for the next step, they'll farm better. Can you share an interesting fact about prawns that is not widely known?
Prawns eat each other.
It's true. The prawns, when they're sick and they're dead, the rest will come and eat it, and from there, overnight the entire pond is affected.
I think aside from that, prawns are really cute creatures because when they eat, you know, they've got these little hands that go nibble, nibble, nibble. It's almost like Cookie Monster. Well, that was fun. Michael and I really enjoyed answering your questions.
Indeed.
So, this brings us to the end of this episode of NUS Giving, the Changemaker series. The future is bright for us and we are committed to riding the waves of innovation.
As we continue to contribute to society, we hope you continue to support NUS Giving. Don't forget to like,
Share.
and follow NUS Giving social media pages for future updates.
Bye-bye.